science fiction, the world of imagination, is the attack of the machines. When the machines turn on their human masters. And that's not a good thing. Because you think about the Terminator movies, you think about 2001: A Space Odyssey, or the iRobot, and it permeates the literature in science fiction. But could it become a reality? Are we on the verge, as a human race, of a scenario like that? Well, 3 of our greatest thinkers today think we are. They're very concerned about something called artificial intelligence, or AI. And these men are Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, richest man in the world; Stephen Hawking, top physicist in the world, maybe the smartest man since Einstein; and, last but not least, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who knows who Elon Musk is? Elon Musk is considered, of course, he is Mr. Tesla. He wants to revolutionize the power grid with solar energy, and he wants to only put a man on Mars in 10 years. So Elon Musk is a man who is always living in the future. So what is this artificial intelligence that they are so worried about? Well, artificial intelligence is essentially machine learning. Machines learning on their own, without human help. And we're talking about devices, of course, that include computer software. Now, when you think about most of the computers and software we've used over the years, they were not intelligent. They were dumb. Stupid. Because all they did was respond to commands we put into the programs. If this happens, then do that. If that happens, then do this. They were dumb machines. But in recent years, something new has been happening. Scientists have studied the human brain and neural networks, and they've managed to put some of this intelligence into computer software. And that's what artificial intelligence is. It's machines, computers, robots, whatever the device, who can learn on the job, who can learn to do things. Now, what are some examples of artificial intelligence in real life? Well, number 1, self-driving cars. Self-driving cars have a lot of intelligence built into them. Now, I know they're on the drawing board right now, and Tesla's working on them, and Google and Apple. All of them have artificial intelligence built right into them, that they can learn from every trip the car takes. They can learn about the environment. They can learn about the strengths and weaknesses of the car to make it a safer vehicle for the brave person who eventually gets into one of these things. Another example of artificial intelligence, facial recognition. They're starting to bring this into airport security systems. And even the new iPhone has it built in. It's coming very fast. And think about Amazon. Amazon.com uses artificial intelligence. It studies our purchase behavior, our searches, and it makes recommendations to us that are often better than we could come up with on our own, if that's possible. And of course, at the bigger level, we have the stock market, where robots are basically trading most of the volume on the New York Stock Exchange now, using something called high-frequency trading, where they're trading stocks in microseconds and making huge profits. And then, of course, we have the military, and of course they're always leading edge, and they're using artificial intelligence in all kinds of ways we don't want to know about. So what is the big concern here? What is Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Bill Gates, Mr. Stephen Hawking, what are they worried about? I've been trying to get my handle on this. Well, of course, the obvious thing is job loss. Many jobs are going to be lost because of artificial intelligence. Yesterday, I saw a video of 3 robots in England laying bricks to build a house. Apparently, they can do it 3 times faster than humans. And there was one human there just holding the mortar for them as these robots just pounded away laying bricks. And they didn't have, you don't have to pay them any benefits, a pension plan. They don't argue with the boss. These robots are pretty darn good employees. And that's just the leading edge of what's coming. So what's the scary stuff, the really scary stuff? Well, Elon Musk worries because human intelligence grows like this, at a very slow pace. But machine intelligence grows like this. That means that essentially at some point, they're going to be way above us. Now you might say, well, who cares? Who cares if a self-driving car is a much better driver than I am? Why would I worry about that? Well, I think the concern is when we realize that robots are so much better than us at so many things, we're going to put 20 different functions in one robot. And then you're starting to create sort of a human being with a kind of a consciousness. And all these algorithms can interact with each other in new and unpredictable ways. So all of a sudden, 10 years from now, we have robots this smart, and we are this smart. And these robots are actually starting to solve some of the world's problems, say climate change. And they're going to look at us and say, why do we need you? What is your role? In fact, you're causing most of these problems. And then we could be facing a Terminator situation. We'll wake up one morning, turn on our TV news, and we'll see a robot face telling us, giving us our marching orders. Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk is not generally a pro-regulation guy, but he thinks regulation has to be very proactive in this area. The authorities have to get on top of this and rein in the private sector before things get out of control. Now, you as citizens of the world, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to try and keep informed of these developments and ask challenging questions to our corporate leaders and our government leaders. Mr. Toastmaster.